Are you looking to buy a home and have the appeal to look for manufactured homes in a park because of their price looks so appealing? Well, in this video, I am going to break down why I don't think they are a great buy, and I don't think you should buy them. Hey everybody, I'm Jerry Norman with Oregon Life Homes. I've been selling real estate here in the Roseburg area for the last few years, and I absolutely love it. In today's video, I am going to break down the reasons why I don't think manufactured homes are a great purchase, especially the ones in the park. And that's pretty much what we're going to focus on today. So with that, let's get on to it. All right, so you are looking to buy a home in the Roseburg area and are looking at the prices of these homes, and they are so expensive. The average sales price right now in the summer of 2024 is right around $350,000. So you're thinking, well, that's a lot of money for a house. Let's start looking elsewhere at lower prices. And then you start stumbling upon manufactured homes in a park. Now, I'm not going to say that manufactured homes in a park you absolutely should not buy. However, for most people, they are a bad option, and we're going to break that down. So manufactured homes, if you can get one on land, on its own land, is a better option. They are still going to be in the mid 300,000 range, but you're going to own your land on them. Now, manufactured homes in general, they're built pretty well, but after time, they start showing their age. They become outdated, and a lot of things start coming wrong. That's because they're built in a factory and brought to where they are located now. Also, another thing you want to look out for, especially manufactured homes on land, are ones that have been twice moved. And that means it's been moved from the factory, set somewhere, and then moved somewhere else. Now, selling those are very difficult. It's going to either have to be a cash sale or a VA loan can get into those. Now, that means the traditional conventional loan, the FHA loans, USDA loans, none of that can get that home. So if you are looking into buying a twice moved manufactured, be careful, because of the resale value in the future is going to be very difficult. Also, I've seen some that you definitely want to look into if you are looking into buying a manufactured home on its own land, that it hasn't been moved. I've ran across some sellers that didn't know when they bought the place that it was twice moved, and then when they go to sell it, it comes up that it's been twice moved. So you really want to look into that. All right, so let's get into manufactured homes in the park, and we're going to stick to the Roseburg, Douglas County area. Now, most people that are looking to get into these parks, and there's two really nice parks here in the Douglas County area, and they're 55 and over. That means you're going to have to be 55 and over to live in. And those space rents currently in the summer of 2024, one of them is like $950 and the other one is right around $850. I just looked back at some previous sales, and one of them in just the last 4 years has gone up 30%. So when you buy these, typically right now those prices are right around 100 to 150, but if you are financing those, you're going to pay the space rent. You don't own the land underneath it, and that's why I think it's a bad idea, because those space rents will go up every year. Now, some of those parks will have some amenities, but very little. You're still going to have to pay for your water, sewer, and garbage, and a lot of times you have to pay those on top of your space rent to the park. And these parks can sell the land to a new investor or a new landowner, and they can raise the rents. So these rents are going to continue to go up every year. So that's one reason why I think that these are a bad option. You do not own the land underneath it, and they have strict rules on what you can and can't do to the outside of your home, just like a regular homeowners association. However, these are pretty strict. So getting into one of these homes might look like a great option, but overall, you're really limited. So the financial aspects of these homes, whereas if you bought a traditional home, let's say $300,000 to $350,000, you can get a traditional loan, and that would be a 30-year loan at whatever interest rate. Today they're about 6.5% with really good credit, and you can get away with putting 3.5% down. But with these manufactured homes in a park, getting financing is very difficult. A lot of lenders don't want to do it, and because it's kind of like buying an RV. It's not real property, it's personal property. And let's break that down. So you own a traditional home, you own the land, you own the home that it sits on. Now, if you buy a home in a park, you don't own the land, you own the home itself. Kind of like owning a condo, but more it's like owning an RV. Now, these homes, they depreciate faster than a traditional stick-built home. And so over time, your equity or the value in the home isn't going to increase, whereas a traditional home will. And essentially, you're making those loan payments for a home in a park. And as you are making those home payments, yes, your equity in the home is going down. However, your rent over time is going up on the land. And a lot of people think, well, I'm just going to move the home. A lot of times these homes are built and set on that property, and they're not intended to move. And to move them is almost near impossible. Some of them have attached garages that have been built in place, so moving these homes is going to be almost impossible. And if you do move them, they come up quite expensive to move. Don't get me wrong, I've sold a few of these homes in a park, and I've gone over all these risks with the buyers, and I've helped a lot of sellers move out of them. Now, selling these homes, even when the market was extremely hot after COVID, these homes just sat and sat. It took so much longer to get them sold, and the buyers that are coming in are getting in, and a lot of times those buyers were able to negotiate the rent payment up front, so you didn't have to pay that rent payment for, say, 6 months or so as a credit from the seller. Pretty rare, but it does happen. But these buyers are now locked into this rent, whereas if you just rent an apartment, yes, your rent's going to go up, and that rent is going to be almost the same as those space rents, those high space rents. Now, a lot of people say, well, home ownership. Yes, home ownership. However, you are dumping $10,000 or more a year just into the space rent. Whereas if you had a traditional home and the financing was a little bit better than the higher interest rates on these homes in a park, you're going to be gaining equity. And you can take that $10,000 a year and put towards your home and make it better and make it how you want. Increase the resale value of that home. Now, these homes in a park could be a good option if you're downsizing and looking to move closer to family, and you have a lot of equity in your home, let's say out of state. You can sell that home for cash, buy one of these homes in a park, and you want to make sure that they're in really good condition. Definitely use a home inspector to make sure that these are in great condition, because over time those deteriorate a lot faster than a traditional home. So the reason why sometimes these homes in a park are a good option, you're downsizing, you want the security of living in a park, and the $800-900 a month space rent isn't a big problem for you because you have that extra cash. So that's where a lot of times that these homes could be a good option, and you're not spending a lot of money to get into the home. So hopefully you guys got a lot of value out of this. If you guys got any questions, leave me a comment, or if you're looking to buy or sell in the Roseburg area, or if you are out of area, leave me a comment. I've worked with a lot of realtors all across the country, so I can always put you in touch with somebody. Or if you are looking to move to the Roseburg area or looking to sell in the Roseburg area, give me a call, text, email. All my contact info is in the description below. I'd love to hear from you. And also, if you are moving, my relocation package is also in the description below. Download that. That'll really give you a lot of information. So with that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys soon.